Is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Lady! Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the 29, Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. Field before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Forced out to his left.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward? And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Pernell McPhee. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A very solid gain of 27. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year. After that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Prescott now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run with Elliott. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Prescott now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And out of bounds is all the way down at the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On 2nd and very short, Prescott. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Amendola now, jet sweep. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Prescott on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Stafford with a give. This is Riddick. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford, and he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
That one good for 26 and a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. He can, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check.
The final shot before the break. Stanford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now he's flushed out left. He finds Hearns left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Now Prescott. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Prescott now. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first and 10, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Stafford here. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Stafford now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
First down, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Cooper was the intended target.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
To throw is Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
There we go. There we go. Kill. Come on. You better bring it.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. They find some open field here. 16 yards, a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Pernell McPhee. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing. Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Randall Cobb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
46. 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Room here to run. The 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford now to throw. Accelerating, and off he goes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here go 47.
Throwing here, Prescott. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee. In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alert! Here we go.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game.